Positives. I loved our battle. Our compete was really good. I thought on Friday, got down 2-0, and not very much zone time, but I thought our leadership was really, really good, and we kind of rallied in the second period and had a power play that really generated some momentum, and then we scored after that. And we're going into the third period down 2-1 on the road against a really, really good team, and I said it's a great opportunity, and we went out and again I think it was under 5 minutes when they finally got their third goal. So just love that factor of the battle. I thought our penalty kill all weekend was really, really good. But again, we had trouble getting the puck out of the zone, and we certainly didn't generate a whole lot of zone time. And it's the end result against a really good team like that was like I said, getting humbled. I was really proud of her. I thought she did extremely well in a challenging situation. Handled herself very well, very calm, very composed. It wasn't rattled, and made some really, really good saves. And unfortunately, you look at that score line, you think she didn't play well. That's not the case at all. Just even going back on the video, and made some really good stops, and not a lot she could do on any of them. I think she said maybe one she'd like to have back, but she didn't want to come out. I mean, that's not her. She was she wanted to finish, but I just, given where we were at, how the game was going, Lexi hadn't had a chance to play yet, so it just gave her the third period. But Hannah's a very good goalie. She's going to win a lot of games for us in the future. Went really well, to be honest with you. I thought Emma did a great job. She played some games just within the bus, and just that took 2-3 hours, and obviously Lyle behind the wheel. It was a smooth trip. Long, no doubt. We'd break it up. We'd stop every 4.5 whatever hours just to get out, stretch our legs, and had the pit stop there in Rockford, Illinois for the night. And so from that standpoint, everything went as well as you could expect. And obviously the trip home, it made tougher getting stomped like we did on Saturday. But all in all, again, with this group, they enjoyed the trip. They enjoyed their time together. Not sure how many movies that were actually played, but there was a lot. I thought it was pretty good. That's a good point, Chaz. We certainly didn't talk about the ride. I mean, everybody knew it was what it was. But I thought the players handled that really well. I thought we had a really good skate that Thursday night when we got there, and we had another 25 minutes on Saturday or Friday morning. And yeah, I mean, I don't think there's any question we were ready to go. We just talked about how we wanted to win battles. We wanted to win stick battles. And, I thought Ohio State had a really good game plan. They came in just the way they played. They got pucks deep, and they had a really effective forecheck. And we just struggled with it. We had trouble getting the puck out of the zone. And then when we did, we just didn't spend a lot of zone time. And that, a combination of things. One, obviously they had something to do with it, but we just had too many one and dones. That was an area we certainly need to get better at, and certainly are going to be a focus this week. But in terms of our intensity and our compete, all that was really, really good. Yeah, it's first of all, just getting the opportunity to play again. Like we met with the group yesterday and just talked about, you just have that feeling, that sick feeling in your stomach. You want to make up for that for your last time out. And I said, that's the beauty about our games. We're going to get an opportunity, and we're going to be at home. And it's obviously we all love playing here. It's a beautiful facility. But we're going to have a challenge because Mankato's playing extremely well, and they're coming off a series where they played Wisconsin really close both nights. So it's certainly not going to be easier by any stretch of imagination, but certainly anytime you play here at Sanford Center, that's always a plus. And I know our group's looking forward to it.
Yeah, last weekend definitely was a tough weekend for the Beavs, but I think we can just take it as a learning experience. If anything, we watched a lot of video. It definitely wasn't easy to watch, but I think we've learned a lot. We've seen our flaws and what we can work on. So I think for that, it'll help us move forward, and we'll be a better team this coming weekend and the rest of the weekends ahead. Playing a team for the second time, you would start to learn their strategies and their tendencies. So I think playing this next weekend, it's good to know going in and knowing their team. But I know they're a good team. Every weekend matters. This weekend's going to be a big 6 points for us, and I mean, we faced a lot of adversity this whole time. So I think just coming in and knowing what this weekend means to us and going forward, I think that it'll be a good series. But I think, yeah, it's just important that every weekend we go in knowing how important it is. So I think that'll be good this weekend. I think for us, it's nothing too big. It's just the little things, habits. I think we talked about that a lot, just having good sticks, getting pucks out, getting pucks in, playing simple Beaver hockey. So I think if we stick to that, work hard, and I mean, we have our plays, we have our structures, all that. So I think it's just the little things that we got to work on. This year's been definitely very different. So I think a lot of us, we haven't been able to see their families. I know for me, I haven't seen my mom in like 9 months. So I think that's been good to like lean on each other. We're all there for each other. We've been doing Zooms together, even if we can't spend time together in person. We've been doing Zooms, FaceTimes, just always checking in on people. So I think that's brought us a lot closer, and we're all going through the same thing. We're all trying to get through COVID the same way. So I think to have each other is really important. It's brought us a lot closer. Oh my gosh, I give so much credit to them. Heidi, she didn't sign up for any of this, but she's been doing our testing. She's waking up early, checking in on all of us. So I mean, she's been awesome to have. Dallas, he's so great. I mean, we're so lucky to have Dallas. He's one of the best trainers I've ever had. He checks in, he like changes workouts for us if we have anything wrong. If we're at home, we can't come to the gym, he'll send us at home workouts. He's been great. So I think to have them on our staff, we're super lucky. And I think, yeah, we're just to have them, and through COVID, they've been great through it all. I'm lucky enough to play with Claire and Paige and Lydia. They're all great players. So I think learning from them, and I mean, Claire and I played a lot last year, so we know where each other are. We have some good chemistry out there, I think. So I think just leaning on them, they know a lot of players, like coming into games, they'll tell me what other girls' tendencies are, because as a sophomore, and being Canadian, I don't know a lot of these girls as much. So I think they have a lot of knowledge that they share with me. And I mean, they're great players. I think we feed off each other well. So yeah, I've been really lucky to play with those seniors.